Welcome everyone. Today we have a special showcase of special mods for Wolcen. Yes, this is not a guide as usual, but this is a showcase of different mods that's available, and there's even more mods that's there. So I haven't been modifying my game at all before, and if you guys know Skyrim, I've been playing Skyrim, previously with the different mods, and that was making the game more interesting. So similar to Skyrim, I'm looking into mods for Wolcen, which will not affect our normal build for the offline and also online, so I have the separate videos for those. This is purely for fun and also try to make the game more interesting. So getting right into it, there's a few fun mods. The first one is, if you look into the shop, sometimes you look at those golden items, well, they might not be that great, but now with a new mod in the shop, all the items are actually spawning into legendaries. So they are still level 90 legendaries, yes, but at least you can buy legendaries. They do cost a little more, yes. But if you look into the whole game file, you can change the gold easily with this. So this is the first modifier to change all the items into legendaries. And after that, there are some skill modifiers. So we'll have a few display of the skills, we'll test it out as well. And later what we're going to do is, we're going to make special offline fun builds that's perked around the skills. We've often heard that, the elemental mage is not as strong, but if you're actually using the fireballs like those, so this is a triple fireball modifier. So instead of shooting, 1 or 2 fireballs, you shoot a lot of fireballs. And it's not that game broken, but you do hit the wild massive area, and if the monsters are right in front of you, you can hit them a lot. You can also perk into the no longer collide or explode, they become area effect, and this allows you to have even crazier fireballs, bigger fireballs. Looks pretty cool, right? And it's very satisfying sound. Second to that, if you're not here for the mage or elemental kind of modifier, there's a modifier that changes the evidence wall. So this is a hammer that smacks in front of the unit, and you can perk it into other things. So after modified, look at this. So instead of smacking just the small area in front of us, we actually smack a whole wide space that's AOE. And that's actually pretty cool. This gets a little more. The animation is actually pretty superb as well. It's like a massive smack. So if you perk into here, which allows us to charge the smack, this becomes Thor's hammer. And if you look at it, I charge like 3 times, I go bang. And you can see the animation is a little satisfying as well. It's like a bigger animation as we charge up. We might go for the one-shot hammer build with offline, just so we get a lot of critical chances, and we group everything up, then we smack once, they all die. After that, let's look into some kind of defensive modifiers. So often we have Juggernaut, and that protects us from a bit of damage. I believe this modifier, I didn't really look into this one fully, so my friend had this one like downloaded for me. So this puts the oh, let's get it. So this puts the shield on top of me. Now it's on top of me, well, it's a little more visual. And on top of that, I actually reduce the next damage that's coming by 287k. So which is like 3 times or 4 times of my current HP. And this shield actually gonna stay with you. So fun enough, if you have trouble with the game, or you just want to get a little tankier, but your build doesn't allow you to survive, just having this small modifier makes you survivable and be able to cast more spells. The downside for this is that you actually don't do much damage to enemies anymore. The Juggernaut used to explode for massive damage. I think they took that away. So now it's just a purely defensive shield, which is pretty cool. And you can build fully into offensive and having this shield out to survive. Next up, we have the Infinite Anomaly. I don't think this is going to be the one I'll be playing a lot, but it's still fun to watch. So what happens is, Anomaly used to have 1 cast, and you can perk into 2 cast. Now if you have this modifier, the Anomaly, oh, let me get an Anomaly. You can cast infinite anomalies as long as you have the willpower. It gets really interesting because monsters are actually jumping. They're jumping from one to another. It actually turns them into like a hop, skippy jump. And we'll get a display on this as well. So they're actually jumping from left to right. Basically, you can turn them into you can tell them to jump from here to here if you time them correctly. Next up, we don't have a modifier for the ether jump. This is just as a spot holder. So ether jump is still the same. The final modifier to show off today is going to be Annihilation. As for Annihilation, it's a normal laser, which I'll try to show you guys. Get some willpower. Yep, just a normal laser, right? Nothing too special. And you can make it wider, etc. But if you actually have this current Annihilation laser on, of the modifier on, if you get additional beam, let's have a look what happens. You become a mighty laser god. So instead of just shooting one, you become a global AOE. And this is pretty cool, right? You go left to right. And that's not all. Because there's a perk here, we can actually perk this one into regeneration and also another beam. This gets a little crazy. Warn you guys before, this might look a little too silly. So this is what happens. And now we also regen willpower when this happens. So the whole map is lasers. We don't do that much damage, but it's a fun one. We can build into this and we'll just run around, we'll pull a bunch of them and then go to this. And everyone dies. It's like the holy power. So I have not perked into any of the spells. This is actually my old explosion snipe hunter build. So this is the nuke ranger build, and I haven't perked into anything. I just grabbed a dagger here. And let's go to the maps. Let's try it out. Let's go to level 90. That might be easier. Hey there, Down Ninja. Good to see you, buddy. So let's go in. So firstly, we're gonna try the fireball. We're gonna take a minute. This is the level 91 because we haven't perked into damage. We haven't talented into damage. We just show off the skills here. So if I go close to them, I need some. Notice that if I'm close to them, they're actually subjected to like 6 big fireballs. And those fireballs don't hit a lot. So the closer you are, the more you hit. Because, you know, there's like a bazillion fireballs. That's the first fireball one. Actually, I can easily go to, what you call it. Let's go to 187. That might be easier to display. Although we don't do that much damage, it's still easier when the monster's still alive. So I can show you guys everything. So we go to 187. The fireball one, what I'm thinking is I'm gonna get lightning, gonna get force, gonna get fireball. We'll compare this into an elemental mage, and we just maximum for the fireball. Maximize for that. So let's get this going. Now the monsters are very tough, and as you can see, they're smacking me. Oh, they're not smacking because I'm running. So they're smacking me, right? I'm gonna get my shield down. And notice this shield, and now all of a sudden they can't smack me because this shield has 200k HP, right? I'm gonna leave them aside. So let's try the fireball. Ooh, different numbers. Okay, that's a lot of globe explosion. Why is there so much globe explosion? Because the Anomaly was actually perked for globe explosion. This build had globe explosion in it. So that's a pretty hefty fireball. Could be even better though. Let's try the hammer. Let's find a bunch and try the hammer. Having the Juggernaut on means I likely won't die anytime soon. So try the hammer. Bang. I don't have any attack perks up. Bang. Okay, that wasn't too big. Gonna shield down. Let's try the hammer again. Bang. Bang. So we get the one with the rage amplification of the damage. Okay, they blocked me. Come on, guys. Okay, I have to use this then. Move it! So much damage. But they're not big damage though. Okay, we got them. So, auto attack build win. Oh, that's right, Plasma. We'll try another auto attack build with the whole modifier. It's definitely possible with auto attack for this one. So you can see I think the shield one's really good. For any of the build, if you don't want to build survivability, I think the shield one's so good. Here, I don't explode for a lot of damage. That's taken away. But I actually shield for a lot more. And let's try the hammer again. Okay. I'm going to perk into the hammer that actually does more damage with higher range. Very satisfying, but not a lot of damage. Okay, want to try the final one? This is a globe explosion build. As you can see, the whole explosion just with one globe is gonna freeze the game almost. Oh, it did so much damage to him. Let's try this one. So, laser time! No good for the eye though, I have to say. Looks great, but not good for the eye. So notice that my laser actually does the secret damage. So as with laser units, once they get below 15%, they actually get in the secret damage onto them as well. And there's infinite rage, willpower regen with the laser. And there you go, we killed all of them. So infinite regen with this. I know, Plasma, this guy's a little ham, right? Oh, we're gonna have some fun with it. Let's see if I can kill the whole map with this combo. Which is a very strange combo, by the way, guys. Why am I exploding them? Infinite lightning! Maybe that's too much. We reduce one. I increase damage over time. I'm not dying anytime soon, so That's better. I think this is enough. Where are we? Lightning time. Yeah, this is enough. How do you make it go out directions? This is actually a modifier that's adjusted some of the game files that's offline. So this is not what the game is intentional to, but a lot of people have programmed the game different wise to make it different. So yeah, this is just purely for entertainment. Nothing competitive about that. Not a normal build for sure. So let's try laser. Oh my. Oh, my eye though. Oh, gotta go blind with this build. The Seizure build. The global explosion is fine. Still very powerful. We'll try the Fireball. Oof. Because I'm actually a physical build, I don't have anything perked into spell power. That's the biggest problem. Let's perk this one into stun, shall we? We can stun enemy. Critical use stuns enemies. Low. Critical chance. Reduce reach cost, I don't mind that. Okay, let's try to stun him. I'm moving very slowly because this build was planned for the mobility archer that was very fast, so we can afford to move the slower. Look at this! I stun all of them with a stun. Let's get a fireball going. It's so satisfying when you press the fireball. It's like a real nuclear. And also jumping globes non-stop. Get away from me! Oof. Yeah, we'll make a proper build for those. For sure. Get that hammer in. Time to smack everything. Beautiful. Yeah, we haven't perked anything yet. This is actually the base unit here. Is actually something we've perked into as an archer, as a physical attack archer. So most of the spells that you can see is magical, except the global. Global explosion is golden. I'll show you the perks. Yeah, notice most of the perks are archer, and we have the pointed striker, we have the game, we have the furious appetite. So yeah, a lot of the archer perks. Can you explain memory echoes? What are they for? What do they do? The memory echoes that allows you to fight a boss, right? So if you put into the map, so when you open up expedition, you use it as a map, you can fight a boss with it, pretty much. So this allows you to fight a certain boss, and sometimes the boss is really strong, other times it drops some loot. Yeah, uber bosses, there you go. Damn. Game gets a little laggy, by the way. Need to remove global explosion, because that's gonna lag out the game. It's not that great, yes. You're looking at level 80, 100, and 120 bosses, which don't scale upwards. Yeah, they cost you a ton, they don't give you much. They give you legendaries, but low level legendaries. That's a problem. Smack them. Smack them hard. Pretty cool. Let's try to finish the boss with this. Literally a showcase build. Now, why am I strong is, of course, we had the Trial. Killing one unit with the Trial will help us a little bit and kills the rest of them. And I just need to do enough AoE damage to kill one of them. Damn. And then. This doesn't do much. Fireballs! Of course, as a mage, I need more willpower. Here, I'm actually spending my potions for willpower. Haven't folks are selling for real money? Oh damn, that's so popular, right? Have I tried on new build by YouTube videos are nice? Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I'm trying to find mod here. This is not a normal build, by the way. This is just a mod here. We're just trying to find mod to have some fun with Wolcen. Because who needs to be serious and, you know, tweak everything all the time. Right now, I can't be killed. I can spam my spells. Have a bit of fun. Now, how do I kill the boss? I can stun him to death. Let's have a look here. Next time we'll have a few spells like displayed instead of just all the different mods. Maybe I can show you guys all the mods. I'll make a video on the instruction of the mods as well, so that may be helpful as well. Does he have regen? He does have regen. Okay, we're not killing him. Usually I say regen, I was like, we're not killing him. It's not killing me either. 90 million, we can kill him with explosions, I reckon. Let's refresh his shield. Taunt him in a little bit. I need a lot of minions to kill him. Actually, I know there's a soul summoning child. We can use that. I don't want to waste my fireballs to waste my little minions. Making sure he's still taunted. There's a Shire. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm getting no. Damn, it's funny. You get back here, you. No, he doesn't reach him.
I need a breather.
Dude, get back here. What was that? Oh, it's not nice. I was like halfway there, then he runs back. Is he not coming? Because I can't hit him, right? Yeah, I can't hit him. I'm a little too far for that. Let's reset the shield. Yeah, I can't be killed with the shield. Seems to show one of my lasers hits him. He's charging. No, the dudes are blocking him so he can't charge. We're gonna bait him into the soul summoning Shire. Oh, I killed everyone. Damn. Just waiting for the dual sword build? Yeah, I'm looking for that as well. Currently, there isn't any way to make it work because just the normal attack damage is too low. That's for me at the moment. Now, keep in mind, guys, we might freeze here. So if the game freezes, we'll call it for this run. If it doesn't freeze, we'll kill him. Because we're definitely going to kill him. Why would I freeze is we might proc too many instances of damage with a globe explosion, and that might just ruin us. I already have the explosion down too. It's not coming. Guys, let him come. Let him move towards me. We're almost there. Don't run back, please. Is he stuck? No, he's not stuck, right? No, he can move. He can move. He's gonna charge. Good boy. He can't even do damage to me with the shield down. Let's reset the shield. You coming, dude? Okay, he's there. He's here. Got a hammer in. Get some fireballs. Okay, that's not great. Let's see if we can face melt him. Damn, they display though. I need to suck more dudes into him. Notice I have infinite sucking, so I can actually start planning where I suck dudes into him. He's actually not taking damage. Radiant's too strong. Radiant's stronger than all the mods combined. Oh, he's not taking any damage. Oh, he's taking some damage now, at least. I need to get those dudes to be dragged over here, so I need to get him a little closer. Yeah, those dudes are not getting dragged over. That's better. Okay, we got him to a third now. I'm telepathing where the monster's gonna be. I'm dragging them into the boss. Let's give him some fireballs while we're at it. We got him! The mighty mods. Killing the 90 million HP boss. And I was untouchable with this mod. I'll try to find a good way to share the mods with you guys, because the file is not difficult. You just replace a file that's in the current location of the game, and you can replace it back to revert your game to normal. The only thing is there's a lot of small files. I need to figure out a way how to do it properly. That's the only thing. And once I can do it properly, I'll also make a video for you guys to share the files. Maybe I can share it as a zip. I think that's a really good idea. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I can go from there. So I also make a proper video instruction on how to, transfer the mods in, how to replace it back to the normal game. So that's all for the summary for this one, guys. To summarize, we can have the big hammer, we can have lots of fireballs, a mighty shield here. Click the wrong one. Have a mighty shield that prevents you from dying. Also, you have the anomaly that basically infinite cooldown, zero cooldown and infinite cast, so you can keep dragging enemies into the boss. You can have the ether jump, of course, and you can have the infinite lasers. Lastly, you can get the shops with the legendaries. Very lovely. So hopefully you enjoyed this first introduction to the mods, guys. I'll be looking into different mods and different fun ones for us to come. Maybe some of the two-handed ones that you just go in like the God of War and just go smacking people away with ultra attack speed perks and with some defensive gears. I don't even have to get this defensive. I just get the Juggernaut. I just go in and start stabbing people. That'd be really nice. Or we can go for a two-hand barbarian that cleaves everything. A lot of good fun builds are coming. So definitely let me know what you think in the comments below if you like different mod or if you have a suggestion for the mod to look for. And I'll look into that as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like my videos and want to support me further, please subscribe onto YouTube and follow onto Twitch. Also use your Twitch Prime on Twitch, help us a lot. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you guys next time on Wolcen.